Hello. Hi, everyone. Sorry about the late start. Excuse me. I was getting a snacky. Hello, Orc and Misery. Hello, hello. Yes, today is Wednesday, everyone. Okay. Everything looks good. Great. Let me know if I sound funky or anything. My mic, it should be fine. Oh yeah, interdimensional pocket watch, I think is where we're at. Snackies are good. You're forgiven. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. You're so benevolent. I got Oreos and I have a soda stream, so I made some sparkly water. It's lime flavor. Okay. I can hear you no. My game decided to start playing music at max volume. Jesus Christ. I used to have one of those, loved making my own soda. Oh, it's so nice. I can hear you now. Okay. Yeah, a soda stream is so nice. I was spending so much money on sparkling water because I crave that like sparkly, the ADHD fixation on sparkly Wawa, and to like have something carbonated in my mouth. So so I was like, oh, I'll just buy one of these. It'll be way better. Spindrift is really good. I like bubbly, but Spindrift is really good. LaCroix is like the bubbles are it's too carbonated, I think. It gives me reflux. Hello, Volpsoon. Welcome. Spicy water. Yes, it's my favorite beverage. I don't know if have you guys seen that meme that's like, a beverage goblin needs 3 drinks at a time. She needs them while she's working for her body and mind. One for energy, hydration, and one just for fun. And then she says like, to make her brain run. You know, that's me. I'm a beverage goblin. LaCroix is a lie in a can. It is. The only flavor I like is the key lime flavor because that actually tastes pretty good. Okay, so I think quick recap about what happened last time. Our colleague allegedly stole some money from the Bank of London and tried to donate it to our paranormal investigation program at the university that we work at. Still not sure if it was him. Still not sure why he did it. Then we were called in and told that if we don't find evidence of the paranormal in 72 hours, our paranormal school is toast. So we're trying to do that. We did go to a super haunted house and find some evidence of the paranormal, but we have to be able to show it to the board. It has to be replicable. And we did that with our magic device that we then broke. So yeah, like, let's see. Yeah. And when we did our little seance in the basement of the haunted house, Thomas, the ghost there, dropped a pocket watch out of the sky, and then we gave that to our boss, and he gave us this necklace. A presumably gold necklace with the photograph of an unknown woman. Which is what yeah. Now let's see. You got anything new to say, Tim? Oh yeah. Okay, events. They're reporting a ghost sighting at the Tower of London. Oh, it's a hoax. It is, Tim. Everyone knows it. But shock sells more than truth. Entertainment. The Hicks Theater premieres The Prodigal Son, the longest running film to date. 90 minutes! That's too long, don't you think? Oh, The Lord of the Rings. Announcement of the wedding of Lord Arthur Griffiths is pleased to announce the marriage of his daughter, Lady Adalia Griffiths, to William Chenoweth. I would have them all milking cows at 5 a.m. to learn the value of honest work, but I have to know all these idlers in order to sell my product. I'm an information professional. Oh gosh, I already went through this. I forgot that I clicked society. Sport. The sports section focuses on, yeah, one round jack. All right. That's that. Okay, that guy no longer welcome in my own home. Okay, there's nothing else to do here. I've got this necklace and a crystal flask. Simple, thick crystal flask. Okay. The fact that it's thick might be important. Okay. We need to talk with this lady. Oh yeah, we can go around the back, I think. Can we talk to the doorman about it? Have I talked to him about this? No, okay. Can't I go around the back to talk with her? Or is that only after her show? Okay, this guy's here still. Okay. I don't think there's anything to do here. Let's take a look at Dorset Street again. Okay, I think I've looked at everything in here, but yeah. Okay. I might have to go back and talk to the guy I started in the same room as. Yeah, let's go back to the university real quick. Okay. Talk to this guy again. I feel like he said something, but I forgot what it was. Oh. It's a pity the clock won't be proof enough. We still need the right proof. I'll see what I can find. Okay. We still need the right proof. The watch that fell out of the sky is apparently not good enough. This guy's still talking about trophies. Okay, great. I think he can bend a metal pipe for me if I need it. Okay, hello, Frank. I already talked to him about stuff. Okay. I haven't checked the bar. So we could go there. Let's go to Bass first, then the bar. See if these fuckers have anything to say. Don't want to bother Carson anymore. Fair. Okay. Desk. Let's see. Okay. Westmore. This is Percy. Okay. Does this guy have anything to say? Too much hostility. Summoning circle. Okay. Try to stay away from it. What do you consider something of value? Something material, of course. Do you want this necklace? Looks like gold. Let's play. Your article seemed to suggest you knew everything about the bass, although it only focused on what you considered our mistakes. We also have successes. Do you know that last year we made contact with an illustrious Englishman during a seance? It is a well-known fact. The news appeared in a distinguished London newspaper. It was published a couple of days before the winter solstice. Now, tell me who it was and you'll win the bet. Is that it? I'd say I will be lenient and give you time to think about it. Well, don't worry. Don't worry. A Victorian English haunting, how very Ren of you. Hi, Plague Mouse. I'm not really sure exactly what that means, but thank you. I know exactly where to go to get that information that he is asking for. Gonna take a sippy. These guys. So last year, before the winter solstice, I need information. Seance of the Bass. It could take a couple of days. Enough data to find the news quickly. Newspaper where the article was published, day, month, and year. We can locate the news in minutes. Do you know which newspaper the article... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. It was the... Was anyone paying attention to what newspaper he said? Was it the London Journal? Oh, shit. Right before the winter solstice. The solstice is in December? It's what you'd play. That is very true. I do have a type of game. 19th of December. Year? Oh, fuck. What year is it in this goddamn game? I forgot. Is it like 1905? I'm going to guess 1904. Ugh, I feel like I didn't get that right. Yeah, I know it's... I think it might be 1905. Damn. Okay. I need to, like, take notes. Get my pen out. Okay. Does it... 25 December... Saturnalia based on the winter solstice. Okay. Okay. Then, I need something that has, like, the date on it. What is... Where can I find the date? I need, like, a calendar or something? Or a newspaper. Do you think my newspaper friend would know the date? Hey, Tim. I'm back. Can you tell me today's news? He doesn't really say anything. Oh! Goodbye, Plague Mouse. Thank you for stopping by. Maybe he knows. I'm looking for a piece of news. The Bass. Okay. Took up a whole page in the Morning Herald. Morning Herald? The Morning Herald, the date. I don't recall the exact date. No, who they summoned. Supposed summoning appeared in the Morning Herald. Okay. Okay. So Tim was helpful. Too bad you can't just buy a newspaper. Yeah, I don't have many. Maybe I can ask someone at the university if they know the date, or maybe the date is hanging up somewhere. Is there one in my office or in my classroom? I just want... I want to know what day it is! Okay. You're a distinguished gentleman. Do you know what day it is? Books, globe, shelf. What if I just talk to him? Okay. You don't have a copy of today's paper, do you? My dear boy. Okie dokie. So we've got the Morning Herald. Oh, wait. She has a show today, right? What if I look at this poster? Okay. Okay. Well, if it had the fucking date on it, that would be fabulous. I wonder if Bass has any stuff. The bar might have something. Let's check out... I don't think any of these posters... What's this poster say? Okay. Do you have anything to say? Okay, no. All right, what we got in here? Portraits, dartboard, chalkboard, advertisement. Okay. Hey, buddy. Okay. He cannot help me. It's not very helpful. What? Well, you would think that one of these bastards has a fucking newspaper or some shit. His mother. His mother. Okay. So... Oh, maybe that might not be very useful. What about this journal that we've got here? (1907) is it 1907? I think is the year that we're in right now. So 1906 would be the year it's published. And then Plague Mouse said the 25th is Saturnalia based on the winter solstice. Would that be enough? Let's check. Okay. Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry. I know I'm annoying. Is there anything else I can click on here? Nope. Okay. Okay. The Morning Herald. It said it was, I think it was before the solstice, I think is what the published date was. So I think the 21st December and then 1906. I think I think that is right. I guess we'll find out. Is the date wrong? Hmm. Bass. Yeah, maybe the 19th. Let's see. So it was the Morning Herald. Yeah, it might be the 19th. And then 1906. Yeah. Let's try that. Take another sippy. Oh! He said Eureka! Did you find the news? Yes, here you go. Excellent! Darwin from the Great Beyond. It was Darwin? The British Association for Supernatural Studies managed to contact Charles Darwin in a seance. For God's sakes, I don't know which is worse, the deceit of the Bass or the gullibility of the Morning Herald. Great! I'm going to write Darwin on this piece of paper so that I don't forget. I'm very grateful. However, there's a problem. You see, I don't have the money right now to pay for the service. Don't worry about that. The first service, compliments of the house. Subsequent services obviously must be paid for. That's very nice of him to do that one for free. How kind of you. All right, now I gotta go tell this fucker that they did a seance and allegedly contacted Charles Darwin. The Morning Herald does not seem like a very trustworthy newspaper. Oh, the music changed in here. It's cute. I think I have the answer. Charles Darwin. Oh, very good. I see you've done your homework. This is the first time I've lost a bet, although I made it easy on purpose. I wanted to show you that in the Bass, we achieve results. Which, by the way, is something you and Professor Ward failed to do. A promise is a promise. Wait here. I trust them with my life or afterlife. Charles Darwin, checkmate, Professor Moore. This will teach you not to question the results of the Bass. Wait a moment. I'm starting to see something in the mirror. Is it your own damn face? Professor Moore, come here, please. He looks like he would speak with jowls. Show this to Robinson. I believe he's the one at the door today. He will take you to the dressing rooms. Oh, that's right. We're going to talk to the psychic. Thank you very much, Mr. Westmore. Listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you, Professor. I shall soon leave cold England and settle in sunny California. I want my daughters Vivian and Helen to grow up in a different kind of environment, more in keeping with the times. Despite all the technological advances we are experimenting, old England is still stuck in the past. What I mean is that I won't be here to defend the interests of the Bass tooth and nail. Don't be too harsh on us, Professor. We have already enough skeptics who believe these matters are just fantasies. Believe it or not, you and I are in the same boat. Will you keep that in mind? I'm sorry to say that I will continue to hold the same opinion of this institution. I cannot go against my principles, but I admit that I should be more discreet regarding the association in the future. That's good enough for me. He's like, please be nice to my coworkers. Okay, I can't go there anymore. All right. Hello, Mr. Doorman. Can I show you? Okay, so what is this? No longer need this newspaper clipping. Doorman. Mr. Westmore is kind enough to give me this note. Okay. The show's not over yet. I'll have Clark escort you to the box seat so you can watch the last few minutes. Yeah, that sounds great to me. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great pleasure to share this magical evening with you. You have witnessed the possibility to cross the thin line that separates our plane of existence from the beyond. You have also been witnesses to how the dead still have much to say in those of us who remain in this world. I can only say thank you for... Wait a moment. A young man. He has been wounded. A war! Far from here, on another continent. He is calling for his mother. He knows he is going to die in a few minutes. He's bleeding out! Do not cry, my dear. What is your name? I can't hear you clearly. Warren? Walter. He knows his mother is here. Oh. What's your mother's name, dear? Amelia? Amelia Reinhardt? Anyone in the audience with that name? Oh my God, Walter! Please come up to the stage. Your son wishes to be with you in this delicate moment. Oh, this is... If this is a scam, this is some shit. Amelia Reinhardt. That's me, Walter. Mom's here. Your son died in a war, didn't he? He died in the Battle of Rorke's Drift in South Africa, fighting against the Zulu Empire. He couldn't bid you farewell, but thanks to the fact that the spirit world is not bound by the same temporal rules as ours, we can remedy that. I want to say goodbye to him. Walter, are you there, Walter? Walter, are you still with us? Yes, here's your mother. Do you want me to say something to her, Walter? This charade must end! Who is the fool who dares to interrupt a communion with the other side? Drop the act, Miss Shaw. Your role as a medium is beyond your abilities. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from across the Atlantic. Oh my God, no, he's American. Houdini, the great escapologist. I warn you, if you do not get off the stage immediately, I will lock 1,000 padlocks on that straitjacket of yours and have you thrown into the Thames. Let's see if this time you manage to survive your star act. I see you not only engage in fortune-telling, but also mesmerism. You have everyone hypnotized. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for this interruption, but you must know that this woman is deceiving you. What is happening, Miss Shaw? Ignore him, Mrs. Reinhardt. Miss Shaw is not speaking with Mrs. Reinhardt's son. She's never spoken with the dead. And how do you know my son died in the war? You are Amelia Reinhardt, owner of one of England's most important steel empires. Everyone knows that tragically you lost your son in the war against the Zulu Empire. Are you getting the picture? Many of you are London society figures. Most of the information Miss Shaw has brought to light tonight is public. And what isn't, she and her team have thoroughly investigated about you beforehand, digging deep into you and your deceased loved ones to perpetuate this lamentable spectacle. Don't be deceived by the crude tricks of this fraudster. Walter, yes? No, don't leave. I know what you're trying to do, Shaw. Don't go there. Walter says we are not taking him seriously. No, son, please, stay with us. Damn it, Shaw. Walter says he has little energy left to remain in this plane. Mr. Houdini's interruption has hastened the little time he can spend among us. Walter? Walter is no longer with us. I'm sorry you couldn't say goodbye to him, Mrs. Reinhardt. Damn you, sir! Are you proud of what you've done? Because of you, I couldn't bid farewell to my deceased son. Be rational, Mrs. Blah, 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 blah. Your son has never been in this room. You have no heart, Houdini. How can you do this to a mother? Apologize. I will make you apologize. The audience is starting to get nervous, Houdini. You still have time to leave the stage. But haven't you seen what just happened? She used a mother's pain to emotionally manipulate you and... Stop it already, Houdini! These people came to see a show. If you don't leave right now, I'll punch you in the stomach. And what a show they'll have. With your attitude, you're legitimizing these scams, you ignorant bunch. I'm sorry for what happened, Miss Reinhardt. Can't you contact my son again? Unfortunately, it does not work that way. You can return to your seat. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. We have traveled through remote and unexplored worlds without leaving our seats. We have heard everything that the deceased had to say. I hope you've had an evening of unimaginable sensations. And remember, the dead speak to us. We just need to pay attention. Thank you very much for coming. I didn't expect Houdini to show up. What the fuck? Excellent. Oh, can we snoop? I don't have time to search the drawers without being caught. Everything is cluttered with fan letters. Flowers. A note from Richard Westmore. It says, "We're making a fortune, Beatrice." For God's sake, Oliver, didn't you know Houdini was in town? Yes, I did, but I did not expect him to attend the show. Houdini did hate, like, charlatans. Patrick Moore! It's about time I finally met you. Do you know who I am, Miss Shaw? Oh, of course. And let's dispense with formalities. Call me Beatrice. Nelson has told me a lot about you. In fact, he never stops talking about you. Let's cut to the chase, Beatrice. Do you know where Professor Ward is? At this hour? At the university, I suppose. You should know better. He's not there. I was hoping you could tell me where the fuck he is. One moment. Have I missed something? Professor Ward has absconded with a significant sum of money from a donation to the university. Nobody knows where he is. Nelson, a thief? Impossible. He doesn't care about money. Why would he do such a thing? I wonder the same. Where the fuck is he? It's been a very tough day. First, I found out my colleague is a thief. Then, the board expresses its desire to shut down the Department of Metaphysical Research if I don't prove the existence of the afterlife in 72 hours. To top it off, my fiancé has broken ties with me. I've been kicked out of my own house, and all of my money has been frozen in the bank. I'm a nervous wreck, so please permit me some vehemence. You were seen with him at the Red Lion, and you thought I was his accomplice. They're too drunk to recognize me. What's your relationship? Are you lovers? No. Nelson has never shown interest in romantic relationships. I have no interest in men either. Oh, she's gay! We've been lifelong friends. We grew up together, and Whitby, we've hardly been apart ever since. He never spoke of you. We basically only talked about professional matters. I gave up on him talking about his personal life. I have to be very persuasive to get him to talk about anything other than metaphysics. Nelson lives in his own world. He never wanted to be diagnosed, but I think he has early onset heberophenia? Hold on a sec. What the fuck is heberophenia? Hebephrenia? Schizophrenia. A form of schizophrenia characterized by severe disintegration of personality, including erratic speech and childish mannerisms and bizarre behavior. Interesting. It's disorganized schizophrenia. It is no longer recognized as a separate condition. It is a subtype of schizophrenia. Interesting. So she believes that he has some type of schizophrenia. I do not believe you have psychic powers. You're right to think that because I do not have such powers. It is all charade, as that buffoon Houdini pointed out. Wow. I didn't think she would just admit it to me. My dream has always been to pursue science, but they wouldn't let me into university, a place exclusive to men. Everything is exclusive to men in this rotten society. Just preach, girl, preach. I had to be self-taught, and I've become a good scientist, but damn it, I can't prove it. I find it curious that as a scientist, you have no qualms about what you do. I take money from those who hindered my professional career. She's a bad bitch. I'm worried about Nelson. He must have been coerced into doing what he did. It's not like him. I refuse to believe it. Do you have any clues as to where we can find him? Every lead I've followed regarding his whereabouts has led me to you. Have you checked if he's in his workshop? No. What workshop? He never told you about it. Does he have a secret workshop? Workshop? Secret wouldn't be the word. He would simply forget to mention it. You know how he is. Like a box of surprises indeed. Nelson wanted me to have a spare key to the place. I have it stored in that drawer. Don't you have a function? My best friend has gone missing. The last thing I care about is entertaining a bunch of rich folks. So let's go and not waste any time. Okay. Damn. Beatrice is a bad bitch. Why don't you take a nap? I'll let you know when we're about to arrive. You and the professor are obsessed with finding out what lies beyond death. An admirable passion. Both of you would give anything to know the truth. Where does this interest come from? I saw a ghost when I was a child. It was my little brother. He died of polio when I was 9. It happened on the night of his funeral. I heard footsteps in the hallway that startled me. They were heading towards the room Cedric and I shared. At first, I thought those steps belonged to one of my parents, but it didn't sound like their walk. It sounded like Cedric's walk. Polio had deformed his right leg. His gait was distinctive. I jumped out of bed, opened the door to the hallway, and it was him. His face was contorted in a perpetual grimace of agony and pain. He was bumping into walls with violence. He was banging his head against the door frames as if something was eating him up inside and he was trying to get rid of the pain. Must have been terrible. So horrible I couldn't bear it and I fainted. I never told my parents. Would they have believed me? I doubt it. Neither did I want to cause them any more pain than they were already enduring. But what I saw was real. It was not a hallucination or a dream. There's no one in the world who can convince me otherwise. For years, I have been obsessed not only with the fact that we can see the immaterial world, but also what is happening to these poor souls. I don't buy into those benevolent stories of ghosts appearing to their loved ones to bid farewell. What I usually do in my show, yes. Pure fantasy, I'm with you. If we go back to ancient times, the figure of the ghost has always caused terror. Ghosts have been feared since the dawn of time. Why else are they used in literature as a chilling element? Why does the word itself have that terrifying connotation? They are our loved ones, right? It should be cause for celebration and hope that they visit us after death and that we can contact them. As with visions of angels or virgins, no one was scared of the apparitions at Lourdes in 1858. Cedric's appearance was of a different nature. It conveyed anger, pain, aggressiveness. It was the very embodiment of terror. Something happens to us when we pass to the other side. I want to know what it is. I can't bear the thought of my little brother who suffered in life, also suffering in death. He doesn't deserve it. No one deserves to end up like that. Interesting. Excuse me. Do you want to hear my story? Of course, go ahead. Nelson and I witnessed a similar apparition when we were children. It was at St. Mary's Church in Whitby. There were rumors that strange noises were heard in the church some nights. The parish priest denied it, but everyone knew something was happening there. The village elders talked about the ghost of a former prior who roamed the church at night. We've always been passionate about these issues, and like the good rascals we were, we snuck into the church one night hoping to see a ghost. Childhood fantasies, you know. We sat on one of the benches just closest to the exit, just in case. We were there in the dark for over 3 hours with nothing happening. But suddenly, we saw the benches near the altar starting to move on their own. A dark silhouette materialized and began pushing the benches with violence while approaching us. We heard its voice, but we couldn't interpret what it was saying. Its tone denoted anger. That scared us more than its mere presence. I don't know how we overcame the fear, but we managed to get out of there. That same night, we promised to dedicate our lives to studying these phenomena. You become a researcher. Oh yes, most of my life has been dedicated to research with Nelson. But we didn't succeed. Nelson had support as a forensic scientist and later as a professor at the university. He could afford something as basic as living. I needed money. Research in this field was a guarantee of starving to death, and we weren't achieving great results either. So I put aside the investigations and became Beatrice Shaw, the great medium. Nelson didn't take it very well, although he never stopped informing me of all his progress. The last night we met at the Red Lion, he told me he had found an ideal place to investigate. Number 34 Benwell Street. Yes, I've been there. I managed to contact an entity. Are you serious? Nelson was right. We have to go back there and conduct a thorough investigation. Those idiots who want to shut down the department will have no choice but to eat their words. Oh. Professor! I'm going to take another sippy. Oh, Jesus Christ, Beatrice. Nelson, you fool. Open this blasted door. All of London is looking for you. He's not here. We should search. I think the light switch is nearby. All right. Excuse me. High-powered electric generator. Why would he need such wattage? Technical drawings. The Box of Revelations. High-tech machinery that can reveal the hidden, a real-time viewer of the beyond. We gave up when we assumed it was impossible to build it with existing technology. But it seems the professor found the key. Designed him by Professor Nelson Ward and Professor Patrick Moore. The core part of this machine is based on my electromagnetic wave booster. Thanks to it, I've been able to contact Thomas Highmore at the old Benwell Street house. There are several names associated with parts of the machine. Florence Cook. That tube is meant to contain ectoplasm. Is the materialization of certain elements from the beyond. We have to theorize that if treated and enhanced, it could be a strong conduit for displaying that invisible reality. Florence Cook, she's even more fraudulent medium than you, if I may be so bold. One of the pieces would fit into a side spring. Eugene Wood is a renowned photographer specializing in post-mortem images, mourning portraits. I think that piece is a photographic plate. One of the functions of the Box of Revelations is to visually record the surroundings. Okay. Geometric figure. Space is intended for the machine's generator. To be autonomous, we need significant power. We conducted several tests synthesizing and miniaturizing various generators. We were unsuccessful. It was one of the reasons we couldn't carry out a prototype. Silas Bennett is a reputable yet eccentric archaeologist. He spends much of his time searching for artifacts out of time and place. This has led to a rather dubious reputation. UPART, acronym for out-of-place artifact. If an artifact is out of place, then it loses all context and therefore is useless in archaeology. So it looks like we can make this thing. This device caught my attention, didn't know what it was until I saw the plans. It appears to be a prototype. I could take care of the improvements while you get the missing pieces. We can spend time wandering around London, or we could save your department at the university. We'll worry about Nelson later. If the machine works, we can try it at Benwell Street. We need an ectoplasm sample. I gotta look for Florence Cook. Okay. Professor Silas Bennett is the key to making the machine autonomous. Office at the London Archaeological Society. Nice. Eugene Wood, a photographer. Okay. Great. We need some sort of special photographic plate. Okay, well. Workbench. She knows what she's doing. Filing cabinet. Four new cases. Haunted attic. Voices from the beyond. Westminster Abbey. Sheet ghost? Oh boy. That's a lot of text. Maybe later. Full of tools. What's this ladder for? Okay, well, I guess I've got a ladder if I need to find one. Okay. Damn. I didn't know Beatrice was such a bad bitch. Yeah, I came here to find ghosts, not read. I can't focus on that shit. Okay. Let's talk to Florence. Florence was studied by several researchers. Those who certified her as a fraud belonged to the London intellectual elite, several of them affiliated with the Conservative Party. Our leaders are not interested in us being aware of the truth. It's a conspiracy. Hello. Placed an advertisement in the British Association of Supernatural Studies newsletter seeking people to join me at Miss Cook's session. Okay. It's all paid for. I hope you don't think Katie King is a fraud, as they have tried to make us believe. So Katie King is the person that Florence claims to channel? Mentalgen. Miss Cook informs me she's ready. Remember to remain silent throughout the session. You do not leave your seat. Okay. I can offer you an opiate to calm your nerves. Dude. No. Bro, you can't be whipping out opiates like that. I suppose my niece has informed you of the guidelines to follow during this session. Know that communication with the spirit world is very delicate. Any unexpected event could result in the loss of connection with the beyond. Okay. You cannot rise from your seat. Do not speak to her. She cannot see or hear you. She will communicate through me. She's sensitive to what happens in the world, so try not to make any sudden moves. So she's sensitive, but she can't see or hear you? If you wish to convey a message to her, address it to me. Even while in a trance, I will be able to hear you and transmit your words. Houdini and his wife used to go around shitting on seances and proving they were fake. They planned it if one should ever die. They agreed on what they'd say to the other to ever prove if it was real. After Houdini died, his wife kept going to hundreds of seances, but no medium has ever said the words. Oh, that's really cool. Thank you, Plague Mouse. Also, welcome back. Yes, Orc, drugs. You want some drugs? Let us witness your presence in this world. Leave the darkness and join the living. This is just her niece. Florence? Is that you, Florence? I'm here, Katie King. The sound of my voice will guide you to me. Join us. Apparently she smells like flowers. I am accompanied by people who have come to see you. I can't see them, only feel them. Mr. Brown is with me on my right. Opposite me sit Mr. Morton and Mr. Taylor. And finally, Mr. Moore is on my left. Nice to meet you, gentlemen. Katie says she's pleased to meet you. We can hear her. Unbelievable! Katie must be using all her energy to communicate with this reality. They can hear your voice. That is wonderful. You're blessed to live in a world that, while not perfect, is full of wonders. Where I come from, there is nothing. Everything is dark. It is a lonely place. He's dead. Do not waste your lives on conflicts. Avoid problems. Live your lives as if each day was the last. Those are very beautiful words, dear. Does anyone wish to ask Katie King a question? Yeah, why do you look like Florence's niece? Oh. Let's get moving, gentlemen. Oh my god. They're going to live their lives. You were Katie King, weren't you? Yeah. You just had to change clothes and appear from the shadows. My intention is not to cause trouble. I'm a university professor. I'm involved in metaphysic research along with my colleague. Oh, no. Does Nelson have a reputation with them? I will tell you the same thing I told Professor Ward. You will not get the ectoplasm sample at the expense of my aunt's life. But Aunt Florence, if you'd be so kind to step aside, I need to speak with this gentleman. Where's Professor Ward? I have no idea where he might be. Yes, he has disappeared. I've taken over his research. My colleague left a note saying you could provide an ectoplasm sample. I did not mean to be rude, but I believe he made a mistake judging you'd be the right person for the job. Your reputation is questionable, and what I saw in there confirms it. Forget what you have seen. Anyone except the group you came with would know it's a crude setup, but Professor Nelson has a memory. It is something that is sadly lacking in all those who hear the name Florence Cook for the first time. I've not always been a fraud, Mr. Moore. When I was just a teenager, I contacted an entity who called himself Sergeant Hughes. I managed to materialize ectoplasm through my body, and this entity used it to communicate with me. I thought it was a good way to make a living, and it was for the first few weeks. But with each session, Sergeant Hughes gained more strength to the point of possessing my body. He became more and more violent. His intention was to invade this reality, a reality to which he did not belong. I managed to sever the link, but his last words were a threat, a death threat. It was then that I created Katie King. A contrivance, of course, but safer, without risking my life. People didn't care. They were still amazed by the sessions. Since then, there have been several Katie Kings. I was the first, but logically, I had to stay young. Oh. Sorry, I gotta snooze the ads. The latest Katie King, as you have seen, is my niece, Charlotte. My aunt can't do what you're asking. She could die if she invoked Sergeant Hughes. It's not my intention to put you in danger. I'm sick. Oh. I've been given up on. Doctors have diagnosed that I have no more than 2 months left to live. I want to do it. I don't want to leave this life without the world knowing I was never a fraud. That was a confusing sentence. You're in luck. You'll have your ectoplasm sample. I believe your niece is right. Invoking that entity could. It is my will, and you must respect it. I want that sample more than anything in this world, but I am also concerned about your safety, and I would like to have a clear conscience. You will. As I said, this is what I want. I'm not going to summon the bastard without the presence of William Crooks, the scientist who discovered the element thallium, among other things. When my name and Katie King's became famous, several researchers wanted to verify the authenticity of the phenomenon. He knew it was a hoax, but he didn't want to discredit me in society's eyes. Oh, he validated her. I have a lot to say to him. He was an important person in my life. Although I doubt he'll accept the invitation if my niece or I reach out to him. Okay. So we have to get him to come with. Ho ho! Things are getting spicy. Did you know that your selfishness will make my aunt die? And she said she wants it. May God's will be done. Jesus Christ, girly. Your aunt just said in front of both of us, I want to die. Okay. We're going to save... Sergeant Dickhead. Okay. I'm gonna run some ads. So go pee, get yourself a little snacko. I'm gonna run 3 minutes of ads and then we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. All right. Excuse me. Hmm. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Let's see. Mr. Cooks is the one in the middle. Okay. Does she have anything else she wants to say to me? We're creating a machine with which to see the beyond. Is there anything about this vase? African lilies. Okay. Okay, oh boy. So, let's see. Let's go. Oh, this looks cozy. Floor is very shiny in here. Thank you. I'm a professor. An interesting pseudoscience. I'm aware that I am known for having been involved in these matters in the former times. I don't want to bore you with the details, so I'll be brief. I'm completing a machine that will be a breakthrough in the field of metaphysics. But I need several elements to carry it out. One of them is a sample of ectoplasm that the medium Florence Cook could provide me. I also doubt her mediumistic abilities, although I have my reasons to give her the benefit of the doubt. She asked me to beg you attend the session. She won't do it if you're not present. I've been nominated for the Nobel Prize several times, and I was recently knighted. The last thing I need is to be associated with these matters again. Do it in the name of science. Metaphysics are not science. Chemistry and physics, those are science. It won't take much of your time. Aren't you curious to find out if she isn't a fraud? Your conclusion about her was quite the opposite. It's very complicated. You wouldn't understand. I didn't want to be too harsh on her. Let's just say it was a dishonest act that jeopardized my credibility as a scientist. I could bring you the blueprints of the machine I'm building. You said you were interested in the world of metaphysics. I've had contact with an entity. Florence Cook is dying. What's wrong with her? She didn't specify what kind of illness, but her life expectancy is months, weeks. She wants to see you before she dies. I've already exhausted my resources trying unsuccessfully to convince you a moment ago. I'm just conveying Miss Cook's words to you. One is controlled by reason, and to it I owe becoming a respected scientist. Spirituality consumes the other half. That is why I became interested in the afterlife. I wanted answers, and that led me to investigate Florence Cook's case. At that time, she was considered the most authentic medium in London. The investigation lasted longer than necessary because we realized we enjoyed each other's company. Oh, they fell in love. I concluded that her powers were nothing but a hoax. It was obvious that Katie King was her, although no one else realized it. But even so, I was so in love with Florence that I wanted to cover for her and admitted that everything was real. These claims shook my credibility. Even my career was at risk. Florence didn't want everything to end like that, so in an act of what I now see as bravery, she ended our relationship. She broke my heart. I haven't seen her since then. And if what you say about her illness is true, my heart would break again if I were to see her in that state. I want to hold on to the memory I have of Florence. But she's still alive. You can say shit to her. This bitch. Taking a liking to you, Mr. Moore. You'll be welcome in this house anytime, even if I'm absent. Feel free to consult my library. Oh, he's giving me a hint. Okay. Vase. Daisies. Okay. Camellias. Mirror. Tray. Sealed envelope inside that tray. It's for the coachman. Okay. Maybe I can take it if she's not paying attention. Petunias. Okay. Library. Okay. Can you convince him? I need him to accompany me. I understand, but I'm sorry I can't help ya. I don't know why I gave her that accent. I read the words like that. Can I go in there? Okay. I like it. Good. Good. The way that her accent was written, I just felt like I wanted to... I slipped into Scottish, I guess? Okay, let's see if we can go talk to Florence again. I doubt we can, but maybe Charlotte has something to say. Okay. Let's see. Maybe by investigating the other things, we'll find something. London Archaeology Society. Okay. Oh, what's this? Georges Méliès, Summoning the Spirits. It's a film? I don't have any money. No money. Yeah. Oh, book. A bookstore. A bookstore dedicated to the horror genre. Ooh, Bram Stoker, Arthur. I don't know who Arthur Machen is. Edgar Allan Poe. Is H.G. Wells a horror author? Jeez, Mr. Cooks. There'll be tons of thallium there like you wouldn't believe. I heard you all about that stuff. Come on. Come on, Mr. Cooks. I got thallium. You know about that, right? You discovered it? Welcome to my house. Come freely, go safely. Okay. Oh, it's a quote from Dracula. An aficionado of fantastical and horror literature. You've come to the right place. Feel free to peruse the store. Ooh. Is that Houdini? Oh, it's not Houdini. It just kind of looks like him. He asked if they have Anna Karenina. Oh. Oh. The music. The Stygian Pond? There's some sludge. Okay. The Lovelace baby. Hmm. Okay, there's a dead lady. They had a baby. She gave a the baby died because the mother didn't want to breastfeed it and used a bottle, but the baby died from bacterial infection from the rubber bottle tube. I curse my curiosity for driving me to compare the teeth of that wretch with the chorus of small marks encircling her infected breast. Ho 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 ho! The dead baby's mouth on her boobie. Okay. Yeah, there was a dead woman that the author was called to do an autopsy on, and he was like, "Oh my god, the marks on her chest look like a baby was trying to nurse." And they exhumed the body, and they matched, allegedly. Okay, guy was an alcoholic and beat his wife. Okay. What was her? Bessie was a good mourner because she vented her own pain at funerals. It was rumored she dressed in black, not as a sign of dedication to her profession, but to conceal the stains on her clothes. Bessie shed not a single tear at his funeral. The night after her husband's funeral, she claimed her husband had returned, but all the person could see were soot stains. She'd attempted suicide by strangling herself with her own hands. You can't do that. It was a ghost. Yep. Yeah. Her husband's ghost strangled her to death. Oh, boy. There was a fire at a house. The previous owner of the house had died from cholera. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. They said she died of cholera, but she had greenish marks on her gums and under her tongue. She became obsessed with her new floral tapestries in Scheele green, the shade once popularized by the Swede Carl Wilhelm. Did she die from licking the walls? She died from licking the walls because it had lead in it. Okay. Spirit board, a bunch of old ladies. The cup hopped over the letters, repeating 3 words incessantly: danger, cup, death. Her skin looked pale even under her own rouge. Hmm. Before they, how could someone communicate with themselves from beyond to try and avert their own death? Jeez. Interesting. Okay. Portrait. Portraits. Who's this? Mary Shelley! This guy seems like kind of a douchebag. Test my knowledge. He said, I will win an achievement. And he goes, pardon me? It will be an achievement, he corrected himself. Okay, let's see. In which European river is the setting of Algernon Blackwood's... I don't know anything about this shit. I don't know anything about classic horror literature. Yes, an achievement. But alas, I don't know anything about classic horror literature. I have read Dracula. I enjoyed it quite a bit. All right. Plaque. This is him. This is, yeah, one of the Moai heads. Sphinx of Giza. Mount Vesuvius. The Moai head emoji. Okay. What's this plaque? Thomas Lester, Restorer. Okay. Do I need anything restored? Hello. I haven't seen him around here for days. I believe he's embarked on one of those dubious expeditions to cast doubt on our profession. Out-of-place artifacts. Ugh. Yep. Ask his assistant. Thomas Lester. Okay. Yeah, out-of-place artifacts are completely useless from an archaeological perspective because they do not... The entire point of an archaeological find is to find it in context so you can figure out what the fuck it was for. And even if you don't know at the moment, you can find out later if you just keep track of it very closely. So people who claim... Is this a sword? Here's the pieces you're seeing. Several similar pieces were found in the excavations. There's real interest from both professionals and the public to know what they were really like. Restored only after extensive research. Okay. Tell that to the British Museum. The British Museum has a lot of issues with taking things from places they shouldn't. Amogus. Yeah, so if anybody ever tells you that they found something but they don't know exactly from where or whatever, it's not real and you shouldn't believe them. The paint is blue. Good to know if I need blue paint. Okay. What is your opinion of Professor Silas Bennett? He was an excellent archaeologist with an impeccable reputation until he became obsessed with the idea that certain objects found in excavations did not belong to those eras. Oh, he started believing in that, like, fucking fake history bullshit. Atlanteans. No! Not the Atlanteans! God. What can you tell me about Oscar Koenig? He worked in Germany. His association with Professor Bennett won't help his career. Oof. Who can believe that beings from other planets left artifacts on Earth? It's one of his theories. Ugh. God. That's so embarrassing. Well, guess I'll have to wait till he comes back. All right, let's see. We can go here, the photo studio. I understand the situation, but now is not the right time to go see Patty. Oh, he's being harassed by these guys too. Are you saying you want to keep Patty waiting? No, I'm not saying that, but I understand I'm in the middle of a photo shoot. Oh, and this guy's dead. Touch up the deceased. Won't be able to pay Patty if I don't do this job. You'd have to photograph loads of dead bodies to pay off what you owe Paddy. This place is getting on my nerves, Brian. Let's sod off. You heard me, mate, corpse snapper, so shift it. Hi. I don't know what's going on here, but it seems like you two are in charge. Would you be so kind as to grant me a few minutes with Mr. Wood? Jesus Christ. Tell a misunderstanding I'll sort out shortly. Do you want us to call the Bobbies, Mr. Wood? If you're planning to call the Bobbies, let me know, because if you do, I'll cut your tongues out so you can't. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This guy is paying a protection racket? Are you both all right? No. At least we still got our tongues. Ironically, though, if Europeans had been plundering all over Egypt, most of it would have been destroyed. Oh, if Europeans hadn't been plundering all over Europe, most of it would have been destroyed. The Egyptian government is so corrupt and inept, they destroyed a massive part of the interior of the Great Pyramid. Oh, that's so painful. Okay, so we got these two. Sorry for your loss. Where'd they take the photographer? They were Patty's men. Where can I find them? I was just asking. Operates in St. Giles. Where does he runs his business from a tavern there? Okay, good to know. Good to know. Read it in the papers. Oh boy. The sister on the left is vaguely racist, and the sister on the right says we should not be racist. That's the gist of it. So you're carrying a bouquet of flowers. Violets, my brother's favorite. My wish is that he is photographed with them. Do you want me to place the violets in his hand? I'll do it when he's about to be photographed. I can put them in water if you like. Okay. What will you do if the photographer doesn't show up? The Undertaker himself will come fetch him. I hope the matter will get sorted. Ooh, he has empty eye sockets. We don't wish to remember our brother in such a state. The photographer said he would fix it. They took out his eyeballs? Or is it just because he's dead? His eyes are absent. It's like the riddle with the guy that only tells the truth and the guy that only tells lies. The sister that's racist and the sister that isn't racist. Okay. Post-mortem photography is very interesting. Photo albums. Okay. Door is locked. There's a ladder all the way up there. Okay. All right. Huh. There's so many pictures of dead people everywhere. Well, I guess I'll go chat with Patty's boys. Oh, okay. Okay. Windows. Windows are filthy. Okay. Talk to some dude. To have a pint. To warm up. That's none of your business. I need to see Patty. I don't think he'll wait for me, but I must speak to him urgently. The photographer is dead, or should be by now. What? Whoa, whoa. You just killing him, like, right away? A professor from a university. Yes, that's me. I don't belong here. The guy at the dorm gave me permission. Who the hell is Ciaran? You don't mean Cillian? Oh, yes, Cillian. Cillian's the guy at the door. Folly the Catholic? I don't know any of these people. I'm not here to stir up trouble. I'm not here to stir up trouble. Jars? Jars. Tavern keeper, drinks, chalkboard. A list of names and amounts of money. Drinks. Otherwise, you'll find out why they call him the butcher. Okay. Hello. I need to see Patty. Everyone here is awful. Stay put, Percival. The name of the dog is Percival. Percival? Oh god, I have to try and do Irish. I guess I don't have to. I know this lad, Patty. He was in a photographer's studio, and I reckon he was also poking around the Red Lion. Well, well, seems you know us, but we don't know ye. Could you do us a favor of introducing yourself, sir? I'm Patrick Moore. I'm university professor. Oh, professor. Are you here to give us private lessons, Mr. Moore? Is that Irish? Gah. I got a fucking thing of Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye. Top of the morning to you, laddies! Why is it so fucking dark in here? Does it intimidate you, Mr. Moore? I felt intimidated from the moment I walked through that door. The darkness, that chained dog that looks like he has not eaten in weeks, not to mention that machete on the table. Everything in this room intimidates me. I have what they call a touch of photophobia, hence the darkness. As for Percival, he's just overly enthusiastic regarding the machete. Indeed, it's there to intimidate. I am not here to give private lessons. It was but a jest. I'm not here to cause trouble. Your man commented that he has seen me at the Red Lion and at Eugene. Oh no, this is Patrick. The places I've been and what has brought me to talk to you have purely been by chance. You don't fit the bill of my enemy, and if you were, I fear you wouldn't leave here alive. Aye, lads. Get to the point, Mr. Moore. What's it ye be wanting from me now? I want to talk to Eugene Wood. There's a bit of a problem by now. He should be pushing up daisies, or maybe he's still kicking. Mr. Wood came to me because his business is going downhill, and I ain't surprised one bit. Who in their right mind wants a photograph of a dead loved one? Take a gander at me photo album, Mrs. Parker. Here's me Uncle James in his officer's uniform, and here's me niece Violet. Ah, here's a snap of me 4-year-old daughter's corpse. Repulsive. He couldn't settle his debt. I gave him several chances. Borrowing my money from me pocket and not paying it back? Oh, Mr. Moore, that's a sin. And it's paid for with death. Like I said, it ain't personal. I got nothing against Eugene Wood. He's a fine photographer. I'd even ask him to snap photos at me daughter's wedding. But I gotta send these kinds of messages to those who want to take me for a ride, you know? And nobody takes me for a ride. Got it? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. What have I gotten myself into? I'm interested in one of his photographic plates. I think it'd be best not to lie to this man. You won't get anything out of that photographer. Is there time for me to repay his debt? I don't have the funds, but I'd be willing to get that money. Thought you were a man of means. I prefer to stay on the right side of the law. It's £1,000. That's a lot. Oh, he's been taken to the farm. Ideal spots for screams not to be heard. Oh, God. Tell Brian not to do anything until further notice. With any luck, Brian won't have started his job. I'd do anything to save a life. Okay. £1,000 in Mr. Wood's case is how much life is worth. I reckon this situation is nothing but an act of faith. You ain't sure if Mr. Wood's still breathing, and I ain't sure if he can come up with all that money. I hope you understand. I do. All right, if there's nothing more to add, silly and see Mr. Moore, will ya? He's got a job to do. How am I going to get £1,000? Yeah, that's almost a ton. Keep it on an envelope. Patty gives you £300 to bet on One Round Jack, the champion, the unbeatable, the one they call One Round because he knocks his opponents out in the first round. And you bet on Walter Black. Why? I don't know. Those blokes told me I wouldn't have the guts to bet on Black. They wanted me pride, you know? Oh, for the love of God. What are you, 5 years old? Remember when I told you someday your pride would land you in hot water? Well, that day's come. Beat yourself up till you disfigure your face. If Paddy catches you, tell him you're the slow cousin from Belfast. Oh my God. What did you just put in there? What am I going to have to dig out of this spittoon? Betting slip for a boxing match. Interesting. Where's the fight taking place? Done at the docks. Okay, if I get there and I can somehow sabotage the match, maybe I can win 300 pounds. Keep your hands off the bread. It's for the boys. One of the jars is filled with rotten eggs floating in a viscous liquid. This jar of boiled eggs, it's in bad condition. The eggs are green. Oh, all right. I guess I got a jar full of rotten eggs. The contents are so rotten I can't even open the lid due to corrosion. What am I gonna use this fucking nasty jar full of rotten eggs for? What the fuck? Okay. Well, we just got threatened so aggressively. Jesus Christ. Okay. A surprise tool that will help us later. A jar of rotten eggs. Okay, so down by the docks. Oh boy. Maybe if we stop back here, his assistant will be back. Ding dong. All right. Never mind. Now, let's go sabotage a boxing match. All right. Door. Oh, hello. Are you an admirer or did you come to bring the lucky charm? Oh, the violets! I need to take the violets. Hello, Mr. Seagull. You want this? Okay. Guy. Can't squeeze in another soul. Fisherman. Kid. I wonder what's going on here. Patty's man. Thinks I nicked a penny. Perhaps there's been a misunderstanding. Saw him pick the penny off the ground. It was a bottle cap. Lost a penny on this dock, and I saw this midget pick it up off the ground. It was a bottle cap. I've already shown it to him. That's why I wouldn't lie to him. I was playing marbles when I saw something shiny on the ground. Thought it was a coin, but it was a bottle cap. Old Griffiths pays 3 pennies for 100 of these bottle caps, and I already have 70. I think you're going too far with the lad over a simple penny. It's my penny, and I'll do whatever it takes to get it back in my pocket. Does it include extorting a kid? I've been chatting with Patty. One of his men is about to off a photographer for a £1,000 debt. The Patty aims higher. What would he say if he saw this situation? While his other men are dealing with bigger issues, you're wasting time scolding a street kid over a measly penny. As far as I know, Patty knows everything. Shite, I'm out of here. Not a word of this, mate. You ever seen or heard anything? And ye, kid, I hope I don't see you around these docks again. Bah! Did you take that man's coin? Of course I did. A penny means a lot to me. That bloke wouldn't have settled for just getting his coin back. He would have given me a hiding for picking it up. I'll give you this pair of marbles. Thanks. Thanks. I'm scrolling Instagram and twice now you've synchronized. Watching an Irish mocking a French for calling Irish and Scots English. You were doing the accent at the same time. Now it's a reel about rotten eggs. Oh, God. We're in the simulation. Okay. What are these marbles? They've been used very little. Okay, brand new. All right. What's the bet guy say? Okay. Oh, it's £1,000 if I bet on Walter Black. Okay, so I just have to get him to lose the match. Okay. Here's one round Jack ever lost a match. Okay. He walks into the ring only if he's carrying violets. And there's that woman at the photography studio who has violets. Can I have your violets? What happened to your brother's eyes? He gouged them out. Oh, God. Paranoid delusional form of dementia. The dementia was derived from syphilis. Damn. May I borrow them? I don't... wait. Was there another place that had violets? Was it here? No, these aren't violets. The coachman hasn't come to pick him up. What are these? Petunias. These don't look like violets. Whose violets can I steal? To give to a boxer so I can rig the match and win £1,000. This person's house had a lot of flowers. Lobelias. These are lilies. Where can I find some fucking violets? Okay. Maybe if I talk to Beatrice, she can help me out. We're running into some issues, Beatrice. She cannot help me. She cannot help me. I'm on my own trying to find violets. Okay. Trying to think. There's some plants in the there's some plants in the boarding house, aren't there? Oh, can I not go back there? I guess it's gone. Does the university have any plants? You got any violets in here? Oh, he's not here. Okay. Closed. The lectures are over. Well, god damn it. Okay, what if I go here? Oops. Gotta go Tim. Okay. Okay. Oops. I just went to the university. Okay. Are there any flowers out here? I don't have a penny. And there's still no one here. You got any flowers? Okay. Okay. Is there anything here? The music in here is so scary. Oh, okay. Okay. You only serve patties, man? That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay, I don't have any flowers. What happened to your leg? Leather press machine. Someone left a finished shoe on the conveyor belt. Shoe went through the press, so did my leg. Would have kept it if that bastard had stopped the line. But he wouldn't. Said they couldn't afford to stop a machine. Oof. That's rough. Do you want some rotten eggs? Lift some weights. You don't want some, you don't want marbles? What do you want? Do you want some of these? You don't want to open this jar for me? Unbelievable. Can you believe? Do you think Hobble and Harry would open this? Or Henry? Here. Would the lucky charm happen to be some marbles? All right. Okay. All right, okay. Huh. I'm a little bit lost, little bit confused about what I need to do now. Should I just run around asking people if they can open this jar for me? Maybe this guy. Do you have anything new to say? Oh, okay. Can you open this? Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. There's that strong wrestling guy staring at the trophies. Maybe he can open this jar for me? This stinky jar. Can you open this for me? Thank you. Oh my god. Yay! He opened my jar for me. Okay, now what am I going to use this jar for? The jar of spoiled eggs is open and emits an unpleasant odor. Gotta save. Unpleasant odor. Okay. Can I use this like a bomb? Like a stink bomb to like kick these women out of the photography studio? Oh, has this briefcase always been here? Nothing that would aid in making the just... We can put the marbles in. Well, excuse me, ma'am. Can we draw some fucking pupils on them? Do you have a pen? Camera. There's nothing in here. Yeah. I need like some fucking marker or some paint or some shit. Oh! wait. It's all coming together. There's a guy who's got blue paint. Don't worry. He's got blue paint. Are you gonna paint them to look like eyes for me? Yay! Thank you! Oh my god, bro. You're the MVP. Oh my god, okay. Now I gotta go back to the photography studio. Don't worry, sir. I've got eyeballs for you. Bertram had green eyes. The photograph is in black and white. All right. I'll do it when he's about to be photographed with other flowers. Violets were his favorites. Okay, what if we took a picture of him right now? Oh, yes. Give him the flowers. Involuntary muscular movements post-mortem. Why did he wiggle? Can I take those flowers? Yes! Okay, we've got the violets. Why did he wiggle? That was weird. Okay. Great. Now we can go give the lucky charm. I would like the record to state that I do not want my picture taken after I die. Let the record state the trial orc does not want their picture taken after they die. Let the record state. All right, violets. Hope you don't mind that they were in the hands of a dead man but a minute ago. Rumors that Walter Black's manager had paid off the owner of the Wild Orchid to stop supplying bouquets of violets to the champion. It would be a disgrace if Black were declared the winner because the flowers weren't delivered. Damn. His mother gave him a bouquet of her favorite flowers on the day of his first fight. That very night, before he entered the ring, he learned of her passing. When he was declared the winner of the fight, he believed it was his mother's flowers that acted as a lucky charm. He believes he'll lose. Okay, if he doesn't enter. Would you like some eggs? Tray with food. He'll devour everything on that tray before stepping into the ring. Won't he, like, throw up? Has a stomach of steel. Okay. I think I'm going to put some rotten eggs in there. All right. Poster. From last year. Okay. Punching bag. Okay. Posters. Metal door. That leads to the roof. Okay, interesting. Can I put these eggs in there? He's gonna eat them. Yes, he's gonna eat them. Yes, eat those rotten eggs. Short as a fart in a windstorm. Oh, one round must have shat himself with that kilo of grub before getting in the ring. Did you see how he kept grabbing his gut from the get-go? Black obviously saw that and went straight for his bloody stomach with a solid hook. Oh, no. Oh, no. His reputation's down in the dumps, but that's okay because I just won some money to save a man's life. Don't worry. It was me. We're the ones who rigged the fights, and believe me, this one wasn't. We're the ones who rigged the fights. So if somebody doesn't come to pick up the bet, do they just keep it? All right. Now I can save a man's life. Don't worry, everyone. I'm saving a man's life. Okay. Here. Gotta talk to Patty. Can you let me in? Hello, puppy. It'll please you to know Mr. Wood's still alive. Yes! Have Mr. Wood released. You can keep the envelope. Okay. I just hope not to return to this place. Tell him all is forgotten. Oh. For the moment. Okay, great. Mr. Wood? Yeah, I saved your goddamn life. Ask for anything you want except money. Do you know Professor Ward? talk about a certain photographic plate. Yes, yes. Okay, so we got them a bunch of plates in surplus from Romania, but there's an issue with them when he tried to use them for these. They're taking out the plates I'm talking about. There's like, look at the spots around the child. It's also dead. First I thought they were dust specks near the lens. Turns to the next page. They're not dust specks, orbs. Once it's been ruled out that they're particles in suspension or dirt on the lens. Sources of energy, kind of like ghosts. Ooh! Metaphysic energy, undoubtedly. There's nothing there, nor did I see them through the lens. Oh! That's a ghost! Saying there are ghosts in my studio. In your studio, in your neighbors' homes, even in the private quarters of Pope Pius X in the Vatican. The immaterial world, that world we don't see, may be as populated as our own plane of existence. And I'm sorry to say, but if there's a place that attracts these poor souls, it's your studio. Okay. What else can you tell me about those plates? A contract imported them from Romania, but I don't know anything else. For some specific reason, these plates are sensitive to the immaterial world. I told him I intended to burn the only one I had left. Not to touch anything. Yes. Yes, please. Please give it to me. 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 Yeah, I want it. Oh, we're keeping that, I guess? Hell yeah. Thank you. Are you sure I don't have anything to fear from this ghost matter? You shouldn't fear the dead, Mr. Wood. Fear the living. Specifically, guys like Patty. Yeah, you should maybe, find a new job. All right. I think that will be the end of the stream. Let's say Romanian plates. Yeah. Yay! Thank you guys for joining me for this stream. Let's see. I'm going to raid. Let's take a look at who's live. Let's see. I'll raid someone. I'll find someone to raid if you guys want to stick around. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I will stream again next week. I'll probably do more of this. I might actually stream Tuesday and Wednesday next week because I want to continue Hylix as well. And I had a seasonal job that's wrapping up, so I'll have a little bit more time to stream during the week, which is going to be nice. But yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely evening or morning or wherever you are. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.